Are you not doing an intro, sir?
Give me a second. Jeez, have some patience, bro. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Slice of Life podcast, where we discuss all things nerdy, geeky, and all around just pleasant, fancies of life, Entertainment. Gotta love it. So, I am joined by War Chief 1997 and Jason, aka Bullet 360, and today considering this is the first podcast of this show, the first episode of this show, we're just going to discuss pretty much anything that's on our mind about certain topics that we have lined up here. So, who would like to kick off first? Anyone? Besides me?
My gripes. Okay, I know we've been wanting to talk about our gripes. Fortnite.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
My skill-based matchmaking. If they're gonna have it, they need to make it better. They need to make it work.
Yeah, skill-based, first off, first thing, skill-based matchmaking, double-edged sword. Because if you don't have it, the newbies are going to rage quit and they're going to stop playing. But if you have it, then the pro players are going to get angry and then stop playing. Either way, trying to find a balance where you don't lose as much people, it's very difficult. Very difficult.
Even a steady balance is a bitch.
Now, you see, they do it completely wrong. You get one win in a day. Oh, it's time to bump your shit up to the roof. No. It needs to go on you. Go based on your overall wins. Things like maybe how much you build, because a lot of people have good accuracy but can't build.
AKA
a lot of people can build.
Us.
Oh, I can build. I use Builder Pro now.
Well,
I should have been doing it a lot sooner, but anyway.
Yeah, well, I got Builder Pro. I just don't have the reflexes to crank.
Yeah, exactly. You have the accuracy, but you don't have the. And a lot of people, some people I know, can build, but in fights they just fucking flop. Anyway, it should go based off overall wins, honestly. If they're gonna base off that. And people that sit in creative all season. They sit in creative all season, or arena, and then go into pubs, and they have the lowest skill-based matchmaking. Make that account for skill-based matchmaking.
Oh, yeah.
That is literally abuse of your system. That is literally a failure in your system you're choosing to do nothing about.
So, my take is that Fortnite seems we pushed the envelope. We've basically took what H1Z1 and PUBG had, and we basically expanded on it, made it fun instead of competitive bullshit most of the time. But then
you made it fun, and then you added competitive, and you made it crash and fucking burn.
Yeah, but the thing is, Fortnite has a thing about being and trying to be, pushing the envelope. So why don't you, by pushing the envelope, like you're saying that you like to do, make your own version of skill-based matchmaking that takes these factors and implements them. Studies how many structures you build, how many shots you fired, how many shots you actually land.
Black Ops 1 used to do that. Yeah, Black Ops 1 used to do that. You load it up like Black Ops 1. You load up multiplayer and it go, oh, people around the world have fired this many shots, or this many points have been scored this week. The stuff like that. And another gripe I have with skill-based matchmaking, you can just make multiple accounts and dummy accounts, or you could get with your friends. That benefits us a lot, getting with our friends who aren't good at the game. But my biggest gripe: being forced to play with PC players.
I mean,
Aside from me, obviously.
No. Being we're on console. That means we should only be playing with Xbox
Well,
and PS4 players.
Well, I mean, they didn't really implement like crossplay till way later in the game's life cycle.
And
but-
they did it horribly, I might add. Oh, you have to play against PC players, even if you're on PS4. Well, PC players complain we have aim assist. We need that because you literally have every advantage in the world over us.
Well, okay.
That is the one thing we have.
Yeah. So to further what you're saying here, PC players egg on controller players like, oh, you have aim assist, so it's technically easier for you. I say
Okay.
yes and no. Yes, it's nice to have that little draw-in when you ADS, but at the same time, you have more pinpoint accuracy because you have full motion with the mouse.
Yeah, and then you see these
you-
players.
Like, here's the thing: we have to set our sensitivity.
Yes.
We have to set our sensitivity more so than PC players, because PC players, they can just flick their mouse across their desk and bada bing bang boom, there you go. They just turned 180 in the span of a second.
Yeah, literally. And all their controls are right there for them, literally at their fingertips, literally. Like us, we have to use analogs, we have to use back buttons.
Yeah,
All
like
they gotta do is press one key.
exactly.
And flick their mouse.
Like, here's the thing. Like, speaking of advantages, an advantage that PC players have that console players don't. Technically. PC players on Fortnite, they can set dedicated keys for build
Yeah.
on their keyboards. Dedicated keys. Now, we technically have that on console too, called Builder Pro, but still.
But it's customs, but it's not. It's more limited than what theirs is.
Yeah, because they can just snap. Also, like that's the fix. That's the fix for PC. We have Builder Pro. Oh, so we can hit any button and put any piece of build in front of us. Yeah, but that's not gonna here's the advantage that they have though. Dedicated keys for weapons.
Yeah.
We have to swap weapons individually, one by one. When they can just hit a key and jump from the third slot to the fourth slot in the span of one button push.
Or the third slot to the first slot. Like we can't do that.
Even if you have the fastest freaking tap skills on your controller,
It's not going to be faster than them.
You're still going slower by about, I think, 0.5 seconds at least. Which is all the time that they need to flick over to a shotgun and blast your freaking brains out.
Yeah, and also.
Oh, are we?
Also.
Go ahead.
The fucking crossovers.
They
need to stop.
I mean, technically, they blew their load with the Marvel season.
Yeah, and then the season after that, they blew their load a second time, and now they're blowing their load again this season.
I mean, yeah, they didn't have all of these, freaking. They didn't have all of these crossovers.
And then next season, they're gonna do Naruto and the Battle Pass. They're gonna do I believe another Ariana Grande concert. And they're gonna do a Will Smith skin and whatever another DC comic with more skins from DC coming. More Justice League skins coming. More skins from Suicide Squad coming. It needs to fucking end. Come up with your own shit, for God's sakes.
I mean,
they've become so dependent on crossover. That is the only thing keeping their fucking game alive. They are so desperate for money, they're putting the crossover skins in their fucking battle passes. We
Well,
have
that's what
not
they get
had.
for making their game free.
No, we have not. No, that's what they get for running their game into the fucking ground with skill-based matchmaking. We haven't got a creative secret battle pass skin since, realistically, season 10. Because chapter 2 season 1, they made that, but it really wasn't even all that great. It was basically a basic ass skin they gave us for free. And then chapter 2 season 2, they started with the secret skins being crossover skins, and they're giving skins to people who don't even deserve them on top of that.
Well, okay, hold on. What was it? 2 seasons ago? Whichever season had Deadpool as the quote
That
unquote.
was chapter 2 season 2. That was the start of it all.
Well, yeah, because there wasn't any crossover characters in the battle pass.
The only crossovers they really did before that was the Stranger Things skins, the Avengers game modes, Black Widow skin.
Oh yeah. By the way, more than likely be ready for more Stranger Things crossover content
because they're
of the new
coming.
season.
Yeah, because they're making a Stranger Things-esque thing for season 8. It just needs to stop.
I mean, I'm the one
The
who's
originality is gone.
I'm kind of in the area where like I'm kind of in the middle. I'm like, neither here nor there. I don't really care, to be honest.
Well, you don't have to buy all these skins.
Well, technically, neither do you. You just feel compelled to.
I do for content, so that will probably never even come out until another year and a half.
Yeah.
Anyway,
while we're on the subject of piss poor decision making, let's talk about the recent decisions of late and of past in the past couple seasons.
fucking the abductors, they're horrible.
Well, they're gone, so.
No, not the I mean the UFOs. The UFOs.
Yeah, the UFOs when they first got involved, I figured, oh god.
They were fun.
Well, no, when they first got involved, like when I first saw the trailer and people saying, like, talk about them, like, oh my god, this is gonna be Brute 2.0, but no, they didn't end up being that bad. They're still bad.
But they're still horrible.
They can still be
literally.
They can still be abused to high heaven. Like for instance, me and War Chief ran a game where like, okay, you land at Steamy Stacks, I'm gonna land underneath this bridge. We're both gonna grab saucers, and we're just gonna see what happens if we play it out. We damn near won because people could not combat. This was before the nerf, mind you, but people could not.
And the
combat
nerf didn't even do anything really.
They could not fight. Like the only thing they nerfed was the time between plasma blast spams.
And it's still not enough of a decrease.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Jason.
You still can't outbuild it.
Wait, real quick.
Yeah.
Before I forget my topic, I want to discuss why I have a problem with UFOs.
Okay.
Like, real quick.
While
Like,
we're
a
on
few
the
days ago
topic.
while I was playing solo, you know, I was actually kicking ass. I was getting like 10 kills in a row, everything like that, you know, because I didn't know what the word aim assist is. Or looking at the dot of where it's supposed to be firing.
Yeah, my boy.
But now that I
legit
got
could
used
not
to
see
it,
the
my kill.
crosshair.
Yeah. Anyways, even though I got better at that, some bullshit happened that really pissed me off. There was
What
like me
happened?
one other guy, right? He's in a fucking UFO.
Yeah, I've lost so many games to that.
No. Listen to this, okay? Like, I finally took down a UFO, literally losing almost all my ammo. I had to reload real quick. You know what that little bitch did?
Waited and got
Because
a
he had
second
a-
life.
No. He had an RPG ready to go with a UFO and killed my ass instantly. I was fucking pissed.
No,
I'm
my
like,
problem is
why?
the UFOs. I know alien technology is advanced, but this is a fucking video game.
Yeah, I know, and it takes so many shots to take him
don't
down.
need 3 lives. UFOs do not need 3 fucking lives.
It only
2.
needs 1.
2. Why is there a recharge on the fucking speed boost, but not a limiter on the plasma cannon?
Like,
Yeah, I find that bullshit as well.
here's the thing. Remember
That is basically the Iron Man pulse cannons being shot at you 24/7 again.
Don't bring
And
those up.
I will, because it's basically the same.
Like,
And the railgun is like the unibeam, but not as powerful. It's ridiculous.
okay, here's my, like, to go off what you said, yes, why not just put, instead of nerfing the amount of time between shots, why don't you just add a limiter before it has to, recharge or something? Instead of just limiting the amount of time, instead of just shortening the time it takes to spam the fucking thing.
They were
Exactly.
talking about adding boots back in the game to combat it. No one's gonna want that either. You're thinking about adding back something people fucking hate to combat another thing people hate. You're destroying your game.
Let me see if I got this right. They wanted to add something that damn near killed and broke their game to combat something else that is killing and breaking their game.
That is the mind of Donald Mustard. He's the worst creative developer.
Okay,
I hope this motherfucker hears this. You are the worst fucking creative, the head of any creative department in any gaming company, and I don't know how the fuck you're still employed.
May I explain to Jason what brutes were?
Yeah, please do.
Okay,
Still new at Fortnite.
So it was in season 10 of chapter 1. It was the last season of the first chapter, and they added in these mech suits that requires 2 people to pilot. One person to pilot and move it, the other to utilize the weaponry. One of the weapons that it had was this cluster strike attack that fired several missiles at an aimed location.
No.
It would rip clean through build. And it did, what was it, 30 damage a missile?
I want to say yeah.
So you could easily wipe out a player with just one shot of that if you were clean enough.
And it's multiple oh, fuck that. They bring that
at least 7 missiles. At least 7 missiles. Now, let me tell you the reasoning behind adding it to the game. We wanted to get noobs more wins.
That was literally their excuse. Oh, we wanted to give the lesser chanced players a chance. And you already added skill-based matchmaking. If they're still struggling, then it's them that's screwing up. You don't need to baby them. You already gave them the means of winning.
Okay, and let me say this real quick, War Chief. Forgive me for interrupting. Here's the deal. Even with my bad aiming, because I didn't know how it worked yet, I still managed to pull off 2 victories in Fortnite.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Exactly. You're looking at one of these low-leveled, newbie-brained players right here, and he already has several wins under his belt in solo. He didn't need a brute. He didn't need a brute to freaking win. He didn't even use any of the saucers when he got those wins either.
No. I didn't know where they were.
Now, here's another thing. My issue, another one of my issues, is that, okay, this is going back a bit. Last season.
Oh god, the primal weapons.
Yes. Why did you think that was a good idea?
Bro.
Why? What happened?
Okay, so basically, they wanted to add a crafting system to the game for their new season.
Okay.
So they added the animals that are around the map right now?
Yeah.
It wasn't always just meat that they would drop. They would also drop bone. You would use them to craft
primal weapons from makeshift weapons, which were even worse.
So picture makeshift weapons. You know the AR that you spray and then the bloom makes your bullets miss. Imagine that, but the bloom is constant. So even my tap technique can't even land a shot with those fucking guns.
What the fuck?
The bloom is constant
dumb.
because they're the lesser tier of weapon. The only way to make them better is if you combine it with mechanical parts from cars, to turn them into ARs, SMGs, and stuff like that, or you can use bones from the animals you hunt to turn them into primal weapons, which are still bloom heavy weapons, but they hit a little bit harder.
I see. Real quick, everyone, I wanted to say that I'm sorry. I'm still new to Fortnite, so I had no idea about any of this. I want to bring up one more. Oh, go ahead, Warchief. Sorry.
We've already had 2 things this chapter involving mechs. We had that mech suit at Hunter's Haven, and now we have Morty in a mech suit as a skin. If they bring those fucking things back, I will not touch that game again.
You notice?
You hear?
You notice that they remade.
You hear it here.
Yeah, you realize you notice how they remade the Brute cinematic, but replaced the Brute with Morty.
Yeah.
How many people who didn't know that was going to be Morty shit themselves when they saw that? Because I'm willing to bet a lot of them went, no, God, no, not again! Like, these people were ready to see God because they were about to jump out of windows if that thing came back.
A lot of people were pissed that they added mech suit Morty instead of regular Morty.
I mean, I kind of get it because Morty's a wee boy, but you know. I mean, Morty isn't really the strongest or tallest, so I think he kind of needs it. It's also the mech suit from the dog episode.
Yeah. Now,
also, I just want to say, a little off topic, just sideline, that is possibly one of my favorite episodes, just because Rob Paulson, the voice of Pinky and Pinky and the Brain, and OG Raphael from the OG Ninja Turtles show, is the one that voices their dog, and it's funny as hell hearing Rob Paulson's voice come out of that dog going, "Where are my testicles, Summer? They were here, but now they are gone."
Another thing, all these athletes and like TV show people and actors getting skins, why are they getting skins before fucking content creators who made that game?
Well-knownness.
To this day,
repetition.
Wildcat still has not got a skin. Yeah,
not
Wildcat.
Reputation.
Yeah,
because
Wildcat
here's
still
the thing.
doesn't have a skin. Courage.
The thing is that with celebrities, they think adding a celebrity would bring in more new players. Because if you do a content creator, they're working on the mindset.
They deserve it more though.
They're working on the mindset that actual film celebrities and TV celebrities have more of a reputation than their own content creators.
Yes, and
bigger names, bigger numbers.
Yeah, but still, Wildcat still doesn't have a skin. Courage doesn't have a skin. Tim the Tatman doesn't have a skin. What the fuck?
I mean, Tim doesn't really play it anymore. Wildcat abandoned the game.
Still, it doesn't matter. They deserve their skins.
I think
they said they were going to get them.
Yeah. What if they see them as deserters? Oh, you stop playing our game, stop supporting our game. We're not going to support you either. Fuck you. You're not getting skins.
Anyway.
Well, hold on. I still got one more complaint about Fortnite.
Okay.
This seriously pissed me off. Literally, I would have won my 3rd Fortnite victory solo if it weren't for this bullshit. Please make the launch pad launch you a little higher.
Well, you have to build up. You have to build up.
Yeah, you have to.
I wasn't thinking about that. Shit.
Like I said,
because here's the deal.
Like he said,
I was on the bottom of the mountain.
Hold on. Like he said, people, he's new. He's new to the game.
I was on the bottom of the mountain, all right? Yeah. And the last guy was on top, and the storm was about to hit me, right? So I used the launch pad out of panic. And I almost made it up there, but I was just short. I hit the wall, fell down, and I fell in the storm, and I died. I would have won.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you gotta build up.
More for that bullshit.
Anyway, what was I gonna say? IO guards in season 5.
My god. Yeah.
I lost at least 3 solo matches to that shit, and then they bring them back.
They brought them back several times.
But we're gonna keep them. we're gonna keep them in separate locations. Still,
Yeah,
you're still bringing things back that people don't like.
remember how happy I was in that season when that season was ending? I was like, finally, okay, so I'm expecting this, I'm expecting that, I'm expecting IO guards to fuck off. I literally joined up with you that
Yeah.
day. That day. And you said, oh, by the way, IO guards are still here. I just wanted to leave. I was literally close to closing my game. Like, they learned fucking nothing. God.
Nope.
That's the thing with Epic. They don't they don't care about their players. The only people they care about are the big name content creators because that's who's getting their money. They don't care about the casual players. That's the problem. They used to care about the casual players. They used to give us full fucking patch notes. They took those out because people kept complaining about them. How about you do shit right and people won't fucking complain?
What? Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yo, remember?
I actually have a story with Epic Games as well.
You want to know something else? Did they or did they not tell someone, War Chief, that you knew that they just straight up did not care?
Yeah, they told that to John.
What was you complaining about, and what was the response exactly?
I don't remember. I think it was I don't remember. I really don't remember. I'd have to ask him again, and then we can come back to this. I don't know, but I know there was another instance where he could not complete.
Yeah, hold on a second though, because the way that they worded, I remember you telling me this, and
yeah, they straight up said they don't care.
I was freaking, my jaw hit the ground. Like, they didn't just say that to a customer, And you know what that reminds me of? I've never heard a response so blatantly "fuck you" since the freaking duffel bag incident.
I was
from
gonna say
Fallout
the Bethesda
76.
duffel bag.
Yeah, the duffel kerfuffle, as the event's called. So Jason, get a load of this. Just sidestep here, because this reminds me so much of that. Fallout 76 was coming out, and people who bought the special edition were promised several things. One of them being a duffel bag made out of what are those? What are painting boards made out of? I forgot what they're made out of.
Don't know.
It was the same.
Hold on, I'm
material.
gonna text him right now and ask him what that situation was actually.
All right, you do that. I'll continue this one. But it was supposed to be made out of this fine material, and when people got it, bro, it was like tent material, like thin ass freaking tent
Cardboard?
material, not cardboard, like okay, you know those bags that launch, like those foldable lawn chairs come in, that kind of
Yeah.
material.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, people were pissed. They went onto forums, the social media, they were just blasting, where's our duffel bags? Where's our bags? And the response from Bethesda Help, oh my god. You know what they told them? The response was basically this. Hi, we're sorry to hear about your distaste for the bags. But unfortunately, the material that the bag was supposed to be made out of was too expensive for us to produce. We have no plans on changing the bags.
Whoa. Time the fuck out. Here's the deal.
That's when you
No.
issue refunds.
I want you guys to hear me right now. Fuck those guys. You don't know why? Those people spent extra money to get special edition content.
You know what that is.
Mind
you know what that is.
And they're like, it's too expensive.
You know what
pull
that
your
could
head out your ass and get a good game or do something.
You know what that could be. That could honestly be false advertisement legally.
They got lawsuits. They were handed some papers, definitely.
Good.
And here's the thing.
That was pure fuckery.
No, it gets worse. Turns out they did make the bags, but they only handed them out with review copies of the special edition to influencers on social media.
Wow.
In other words, free advertisement. And it wasn't until many more lawsuits came in and more bitching and moaning from the community that they were like, fine, we'll give you your fucking bags. Send us your information. Fill out this page on our message board. Send it into our website with your information, your zip code, your zip code, your freaking all your information, and we will send you your bag within the next 6 months.
Well, it's gonna take time. See, it's understandable because all the people that ordered it, and they did say it's expensive material, and the labor cost, and
yeah. Now,
well, they could have put that. They just did in the first place.
Exactly. That wouldn't need to be.
But then it gets worse.
Yes, because they made that shit public.
Oh yeah, so if you filled out one of those pages with all your with all your personal information on it, congratulations, because you wanted a duffel bag, you pretty much got doxxed.
Wow.
People have access to your full name, your birthday, your zip code, everything.
Your billing information.
Your billing information.
Combination could fall in love with these guys. Jeez.
How they are still
just shooting yourself in the fucking.
After this, I don't understand.
What is it?
You are basically shooting yourself in the foot.
You want to know the funny thing? Guess what the catchphrase of the head of Bethesda is? His
What?
It just works. He has been memed to high heaven with the phrase "it just works." Oh God! You know what? To move on to one more subject, they also with Fallout 76, we're going to release a RUM, a game replica.
Wait, let me stop you there.
A replica of an
I
in-game
just remembered something.
Yeah.
Didn't they release Nuka-Cola at Target for a while?
That's I'm not sure about that, but Nuka-Cola was the rum that they were supplying to people who bought it special from their website. And everyone pre-ordered their bottle around, I believe it was June or May. And then on the release date in, I believe it was August or September, they received a letter saying that the rum distribution has been delayed because the rum did not meet up to the Bethesda standards. When I read that, I wanted to laugh my ass off.
See, that's understandable because
yeah, but if
you do want that quality rum,
you do want
and
quality.
in a situation that just happened, you don't want to have another fuck up.
Yeah, but the Bethesda standard? Ooh.
Yeah. What is your standard?
What is your standard? So people waited and they said, oh, we're going to release it in December. Here's our official release date. They released this in November and they sent people like a video of them making it. And then they noticed something wrong.
Oh boy.
Very wrong. See, in all the advertisements for this rum Nuka-Cola, it looked to be in a nice, fancy-looking frosted glass. Frosted black with the Nuka-Cola imprint on it. But in the advertisements, they saw regular bottles being filled, like regular Coke-sized bottles being filled.
Yes.
And placed in a plastic shell that resembled the frosted glass. This brought two problems. The first...
Another false advertisement.
Well, okay, 3 problems. One being another false advertisement. A second being that opening it was a pain. And third being that the plastic shell was constructed in such a way that if you went to pour the rum out of the plastic shell from the bottle inside, some of the rum would drip in between the shell and the bottle and just stay and flop around inside the plastic shell.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
People ended up cracking open the plastic shell, trying their best not to break it, because it's the only way you could actually get a good amount of rum. And it also posed a problem when pouring. There was this video of this alcohol specialist on YouTube pouring out some of this Nuka-Cola, and because of how wide the freaking top of the plastic shell is, he spelt like more than half the shot on the table trying to pour it out. It's a waste of rum. And the rum itself wasn't even that good. Another YouTube channel that specialized in this rum, this guy took one shot and he was like, "Can I cuss? It's my own show, but I feel like I have to ask."
Was it too bitter to?
I think that might have been it, that it was too bitter. That or the alcohol came through too strong. To where it was
Or
just
both.
to where it was just a straight burn rather than
Or it could be both.
a good shot of rum. But yeah, basically, sorry for the tangent, but Fallout 76 fucked up a lot, and it's bad. Bad. That Epic is starting to show some
Wow.
similarities with fucking Bethesda's disastrous release of Fallout 76.
Yes.
I had no idea about that.
I
They-
still.
They are showing horrid signs that this is the route that they're taking.
I still have no word on that situation. I wish I could remember what it was, but I don't. But I'll probably, if this podcast is over by the time I get it, we can discuss it in a second podcast, definitely.
Alright.
Yeah.
But there was one situation I do remember. Pokemedia could not pass through a certain challenge because remember back in Chapter 2, Season 2, they had those challenges to win that glider.
Yeah.
One
Oh, hello?
of them wouldn't work, and he said, "Can you at least pass me through so I get my XP and get the glider? We can refund your money for the battle pass, but we're gonna have to suspend your account for 3 days while we take all your skins."
No! What?
Yeah.
What?
Hey, we can fix your problem. We're gonna have to confiscate everything you own first. Bro.
And my nephew, they took 13 of his skins and some of his emotes without warning for no reason, no explanation why.
Oh
They
my
just
god.
took them.
Oh my god.
Another thing they did, the laugh it up emote,
Mm-hmm.
they once took it from Pokemedia's account. They took it off his account for like a week, saying, "Oh, you're being too toxic using this."
Oh no. What? Okay, listen, first off, you have...
Why would you add an emote if you find it too toxic?
Have they seen the Take the L emote? They're seriously taking out Laugh It Up from him for being too toxic with it. Yet people with Take the L are perfectly safe to use it. To use that emote.
This game just needs to fucking die, and the only reasons I play it is because my friends play it, and I feel like I have to play it because of the amount of money I spent on it.
Like, in my personal opinion, the Take the L emote is way more fucking toxic than Laugh It Up. I'm just
Yes.
saying. Okay, so we feel like we're good on talking about Fortnite this session, or?
Is there anything else you would like to talk about?
Well, we could. We were thinking about talking about our expectations for COD Vanguard.
I meant Fortnite wise.
No, not really.
What about you, Jason?
Not for Fortnite, but I had one more thing to say about Epic Games real quick.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Hey Kyle, remember this when we tried to play Monopoly online? Like when it was just being a bitch?
Mm-hmm. Well, to you.
A lot of people were... It did to you at least once. But for me, it was like not working for a while. Like I had to like turn off my internet, go into the game, then turn it back on in order for me to go online.
Oh, Monopoly. Sorry, I don't know why.
Oh.
Yeah.
I remember.
remember
I
that?
have another
Remember
issue
that?
with Fortnite.
I don't know why my brain went to Uno for some reason.
No, it's okay. No, it was a Fortnite issue.
It was a
Like,
Fortnite issue
I-
too?
I had no idea about that. But anyways,
No, I thought that's what you said.
He said he meant to say it was an Epic issue.
There we go. All right.
yeah.
Is it okay?
Anyways.
You just confused me there a second. You said Fortnite
You
instead of
confused
Epic.
me as well. I'm like, wait, what?
One of
Well,
those
anyways,
moments where you rethink what you
Like
said.
cause for a good month, Kyle and I just loved playing Monopoly against each other, which we need to do again later, mind you.
Yeah.
But it kept pissing me off that every time I wanted to play Monopoly, I had to turn off my internet, go into the game, and turn it back on. And I saw, like, online, both me and you saw this, that a lot of people were bitching about it, but for a long time, Epic Games did shit to fix it.
See, I have two more issues.
I remember that.
Wait. Epic and Monopoly?
I think he means because
No,
I
no,
think
no,
he
hold on,
means
hold on. No, Jason.
Oh wait, that's Ubisoft. Never
Yeah,
mind.
Monopoly's
oh, shit.
Ubisoft.
My bad.
I thought he was talking about Monopoly was on the Epic Games Store.
Bro, I can already see.
Oh, my bad.
Just hold on a second. I can see myself in the future after we do several of these podcasts. It's like, you know what I think would be fun? If I made a like compilations based around Jason. One of them being a "This Pissed Me Off" compilation because he says that a lot, and,
Yeah.
and another being a brain fart compilation.
Okay, I
I don't
have
care.
two other issues.
I'll even
with
react to it. Seriously, I will react to it to my reaction channel. I'd be like, my boy's roasting me.
All right, your turn.
I
buddy.
have some more issues.
Okay, go ahead. We can hold Vanguard off a little longer.
Okay, do you remember when that big $30 pack came out for Fortnite? That had the 3 skins, the 3 gun wraps, the 3 pickaxes, and the emote?
I do not. The only $30 one I remember is the Joker bundle, but this clearly isn't that. So.
Hold on. Let me actually look up the name.
I mean, even if you say the name, it's not going to remind me. I don't look at the Fortnite store all that much.
No, I want to remember the name for the sake of the podcast.
$20.
I believe it was the Darkfire bundle. Okay, so the Darkfire bundle. Yeah, I went to buy that 3 separate times. They took my money and didn't give me the bundle.
Twice?
Actually, it happened twice. That's $60 out the window.
No.
Now, I get in touch with them. They play the pass the blame game.
Oh, no.
This isn't our problem. You have to talk with PlayStation. This isn't our problem. You have to talk to Epic. Epic told me to call you. Okay, we'll take care of it. Try restoring your licenses. I do that, everything's fine. I get a refund on my money.
Hey.
But, Tabor Hill, a YouTuber, someone gave him $100 to buy the full battle pass, during that time that things like that were happening.
Mm-hmm.
They took the $100, didn't give him the V-Bucks. So he said, alright, let me put $100 of my money in there and try it. Big fucking mistake, because they took the $100, didn't give him the V-Bucks.
Oh.
He tried it with, I think, a 20. Big fucking mistake. Took the 20, didn't give him the V-Bucks. They only gave him $50 back on that, so he lost $150.
Oh my god. Buckle up, buckaroos, because we're going back to Fallout, because that reminded me of another fuck-up. Oh god, the similarities. Oh, the similarities.
Describe that.
Okay.
Please do.
This goes back to another means that Bethesda tried to pay off people.
No, hold on. I think they actually gave him a $400 back. It was either 50 or 100, so he lost anywhere between $150 and $100. But go on.
Alright. So, people who bought the special edition, the bag, people who complained about the bag. But here's how Bethesda tried to fix that. Now, first off, the amount for that collector's edition of the game was around, I think around 120 to I think close to $200 via scalpers.
Uh-huh.
Now that's an expensive collector's edition.
Oh, definitely.
It's just so people who bought the collector's edition saw the bag feel like they were cheated out of that $100-some from pre-order.
Yes, of course.
From pre-order. So they complain, and here's what Bethesda does after that brilliant freaking email saying that they're doing nothing about the damn bags was released. They were like, hey, people are still complaining about the bags. What are we going to do? Well, we have this in-game currency that goes up to $100 called atoms. What if we give them the smallest amount you can buy?
Oh, God.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, here's $5 worth of atoms to make up for the $100-some you spent buying our collector's edition.
God, no.
They're asking to have a foot up their ass.
Needless to say,
I don't know how they're still in business.
I don't know.
that was actually another one of the benchmarks in the cases against them, too, when they tried to pawn off $5 for the $100-some collector's edition. Oh, God. You want to know the funny thing? Like, the real funny thing? You know how... So, in every Bethesda game, whether it's Skyrim or Fallout, there's always a dev room. You know what a dev room is? A dev room is where the developers go in to test out some of the things in the game. From the smallest...
Yes.
Yeah, from the smallest items to the best items in the game. Now,
Oh, I see.
yeah. Now, people can hack their way into... Many players have hacked their way into dev rooms before in Bethesda games. It's nothing new. People find a way. But the thing is, those are single-player games, meaning that getting the good shit at the beginning, that doesn't really hurt anything. But Fallout 76 is a multiplayer exclusive game. Not only that, but it's a multiplayer exclusive game whose dev room was the easiest to get into out of all the other Bethesda games.
God.
We have people coming out of there with freaking infinite health, infinite ammo, the best armor, the best guns, infinite nukes. Infinite nukes!
My camera's off, but I am rolling my eyes.
You want to know? But here's the funniest thing. Here's how they handled it. They put a marker inside the room, so anyone who goes in there is marked. And they find the marked player later, and they ban him. But here's the thing. This was easily worked around. So here's what they would do. They would create a Smurf account. Go into the room. The Smurf account would get tagged. They would then take as much of the good shit as they can, get out. All of this I've learned from Internet Historian, by the way. Check him out. I'm basically saying this word for word, so don't think I'm stealing. But this is just so mind-blowing.
Let me guess.
No,
they
hold
would
on.
take the Smurf account and trade that stuff to their main account.
They would take as much of the good shit as they can. Then they would utilize a multiplication glitch to make even more of the good shit. Then they would transfer it to their main account and sacrifice the Smurf account, and bing, bang, boom, they get away scot-free.
Wow.
You want to know how desperate Bethesda got? You want to know how desperate? They actually sent emails to people who they knew, who they banned, people who were banned and who were from the dev room, and they asked, "Hey, Mind telling us how the hell you got into the dev room? If you do, we'll give you your account back.
I knew it.
Oh my god.
They can't figure out how people keep getting into the dev room, so they decided to ask at the source.
Someone in that
Please
company
tell
needs to
me
get their
they
brain
said
examined.
fuck off. Please tell me they said fuck off.
One of the legitimate emails was, "Nice try, Bethesda."
Yeah, I don't think so.
They're like, "What are you, frickin' nuts? No, I'm not telling you."
Why would I do that? It'd spoil the
Why
fun.
would I do that? I enjoy watching you bury yourself.
But no, Fallout 76 was like the most broken game they've ever released. Like at launch, it was the most broken game ever released. Even No Man's Sky wasn't as broken as Fallout 76 was when it came out on release day.
Wow.
You know how big that? You know you can't even explore all the planets in that game?
That's the thing. There's infinite amounts of planets you can go to. There's like several thousand planets in the game. It wasn't until current patch that they made it to where, like, okay, so basically, long story short about that, the guy that was the head of the development team behind No Man's Sky, it was an indie developer, but
Yes.
but here's the thing, it's an indie development team making a AAA title. At least that's what PlayStation wanted out of No Man's Sky. So they were marketing it as a AAA title. The head of development even said, "Hey, don't go in expecting a AAA game. Expect maybe a single A or something like that." But people saw the advertisement, like, "Nah, it's a AAA game." Thing is, the head of the development team is an introverted dude. He doesn't like speaking in front of like cameras, in front of people, in front of crowds. But PlayStation used him as the person that would go into these interviews and talk about the game, which would lead to him misspeaking and pretty much confirm false promises. Like in the Internet Historian video, this is how he mentioned it. In the interview, he said, "Is there a way?" Like the interviewer said, "Is there a way to customize your character?" And he said, "Kinda, sorta." Now, if you were that interviewer, would you think, "Oh, okay, so maybe kinda, sorta"? Would you think that?
I would
No.
think that maybe they have something
Yeah,
in the works,
but
at least.
Oh, yeah.
this is not how the world of game journalism goes. This is how game journalism goes. So, any character customization in your game? Kinda, sorta. 100%
Okay,
confirmed.
yes.
Definitely yes.
100% confirmed. 100% confirmed. 100% confirmed. That's how game media works, and it disgusts me.
It is disgusting.
Anyway, sorry I went on this big old tangent, but the similarities between Fallout 76 and Fortnite, there shouldn't be that fucking much.
No, Epic has no. Tim Sweeney needs to be fucking fired. So does Donald Mustard. Them two have no idea what the fuck. No. I have another story about Epic.
Oh, God.
Somebody made a tweet about some weapon they wanted out of the game. I think it was the RPG and how it spawns too much.
Ah.
They basically said they don't care. You want to know how? Tim Sweeney commented, "But that's my favorite gun in the game."
I don't know if that's a sign of how trash that guy is at playing his own fucking game.
Donald Mustard didn't even unlock all the battle pass. Like, the last day, he was still trying to unlock shit for the battle pass last season. Like,
he couldn't even be fucked to finish the battle pass in his own game?
fuck, John doesn't remember either.
Oh, God.
I think it was when he spent money on something and they didn't give it to him, and they said, "Well, that's not our problem."
Oh, God.
I think I don't know. But yeah, he couldn't even be fucked to finish the battle pass. And
We've been talking about
You know what's-
Fortnite for almost an hour now.
there's so much to unpack with this piece of shit game.
Like, don't get
Fortnite
us
Fallout
wrong.
76, more like.
Don't get
And
us
Fallout
wrong.
76.
Don't get us wrong. We do have fun with the game from time to time. Don't get us wrong.
When we're in Jason's lobbies, yes.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
But like but see, that there is another freaking con. We can only have fun if one of our lesser skilled friends is hosting the party.
No, and you
And-
know what my thing is?
Why?
The banning. Somebody smurfs. Oh, we'll only ban you for a week. Get this straight.
You're on
Fortnite.
timeout.
No. Let's get one thing clear. Fortnite. We don't allow hacking in our game. Gives the fucking AI practical aimbot. What?
Here's the thing, though. I'm gonna close my windows because it's getting pretty hot in here.
Another thing. Another no.
Hold
well,
on, hold on. So, the bannable offense for bullying lesser skilled players is a week. But the whole point of adding skill-based matchmaking is to prevent this.
Yes.
And it's only
Exactly.
a weekly bannable offense. It's like, what's that? You basically broke our skill-based matchmaking. Go stand in the corner and think about what you've done.
No.
That's why I said
You
time
want to
out.
hear something else? I've reported multiple people for racist ass names and offensive ass names. Like, people like talking about their dick in their names that people may think it's childish for me to report, but you gotta think, their target audience is kids.
It is.
Kids don't need to see that shit.
Yeah,
Like-
kids play Fortnite.
Don't get us wrong. It's a rated T game, but it performs more like
Their
an
target
E10.
audience is yes.
Like, here, like, guys, listen to
And-
this, okay?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm not finished.
Oh, okay.
Now, Fortnite alerts you whenever they ban someone you report. Everybody I've reported for a racist name, I've gotten no report on a ban. People who literally have the N-word in their name, I seen somebody's name, fuck, N-word.
With
and
the
then with-
R?
Wow.
With the R?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah. With the S at the end.
Oh my god.
And they didn't ban him. No. My
You
thing
wanna-
is, they took
Oh,
they
God.
took cop cars out of the game because the whole George Floyd incident. I think that was bullshit. Because if you really gave a fuck about racism, like you say you do,
You would
you'd
stop
ban
these
these fucking.
Like, do what COD does. Have freaking trigger words that equal to an you can't use this or that's too aggressive.
Yes.
That's what
yes.
Call of Duty
Yes.
uses that for both chat, for both their in-game chat, and for the naming system. They have a list of trigger words that you cannot use in chat or your name, otherwise it'll be replaced with stars.
I've also heard people in game chats use racist language and reported them and done nothing. No, they've done nothing.
Wow.
And these are the same studios that waved the Black Lives Matter flag on their
Yes,
social media.
the same
The
studios.
same studios, bro.
the same studios.
The same studios, bro.
The same studios that also hold events for the LGBTQ community and stuff like that. And you're not banning these people who.
And yet the aggressive F word is still being used in,
Yeah.
Exactly.
in both names and chat.
Oh, and for fine example, I thought of a solution for Fortnite to fix some of these problems.
What
like
do you
with
think
the
that
bad
is?
names and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, correct me if I'm wrong, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Has Fortnite asked for your birth date?
No.
No.
Oh, fuck. Never mind. Well, here's what I was thinking, okay? If they
Because
did,
it's for
they should
everybody.
have
They
like
can't
two
do
different.
that.
No, well, true, but I was only saying like they should have it like age separated, like
They
maybe
can't do that.
16, 18. Can I finish my sentence, please?
they can't separate the ages though, Jason.
Yeah, technically they can't.
I already know where you were
Okay,
going. They can't do
okay.
that.
Unfortunately.
I'm just saying, solve a lot of problems.
It can't be done though. It's not.
Yeah. It's not technically not ethically, you know.
Yes, because then people would be asking, why the fuck are you asking my kid's age?
Yeah, it would be that, but
I didn't mean it like that, guys. Come on.
I know you don't mean like that, but there's also another problem. People who would fake their ages.
Yes.
Oh, you got a point.
Because
Never mind, I'll drop it.
one of the things with making an account is setting your age.
People fake that all the time.
And here's the most fucked up part, though. It's not just going to be like if that's in that series of events, it's not going to be someone who's just going in to cuss out and troll children. No, it's someone looking for children. That's what
Yeah,
that
you
sets
got
up.
Okay, forget I mentioned it, okay? Just forget it.
Sorry-
I was not thinking about that.
Sorry,
everyone.
I made your idea so uncomfortable, but it's just where
I was just
It-
trying
it's
to
would
what
go.
solve a
happen.
problem here.
yeah.
Anyway.
I was not thinking about that.
You know, the kind of people that deserve to go to prison and you know, get buried and underneath the foundation. But, you know.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Vanguard.
Yeah, switching gears from Fortnite after an hour of conversation.
I told you this is gonna happen.
We are now going to discuss the newest installment of the COD franchise, Vanguard. Once again, a World War II era shooter heralded once again from the devs of COD WW2.
Now, what I think needs to be done.
Yeah. And I'm just going to say
I
right
might
now,
get a lot of hate for this.
Hold
I
on.
might get a lot of hate for this.
mine's real quick. My opinion on it is real quick. If you want my opinions, watch Marksman's video about what he wants for the game, and that's pretty much where I stand. That's pretty much
My
it.
thing. I might get a lot of hate for this. They took swastikas out of World War II, so they didn't offend anybody.
See, War Chief's
That's
all
the
about.
fucking point of World War II.
I mean,
To learn from those mistakes so it doesn't fucking happen again. What? You're supposed to be offended by these things. Germany themselves is offended by these things, but they still teach about it and don't change anything because it's supposed to make you feel uncomfortable, because it's supposed to not want to make you not want it to happen again.
okay.
Do not take swastikas out of this game because you think it's going to offend people for a couple reasons. One, historical accuracy means everything to me with these games.
Yeah, but okay, so
Two.
that's what I was going to say. You are all in on the historical accuracy. Just
Yes, because
yeah,
I've been reading about World War II since I was 6 years old.
yeah.
Like, now, number two. If you take out the swastikas, it eliminates the feel, the atmosphere, the element of being in Nazi Germany.
Yeah. So my two
or that war.
cents. My 2 cents. Keep if you're worried about offending people, you can take
Don't make a game.
No, I can kind of see where they're coming from because there's
Yeah, I
people,
can understand it
Yeah,
as well.
but
But
here's how I think they can fix this. Keep the swastikas in the campaign, and for the
Yes.
multiplayer, you can have it on the banners. Just don't show it on the player models. That would be kind of fucked up.
yeah.
Keep it in the terrain, not on the players. That's my 2 cents on it.
Yeah, because in the campaign they just put I believe the iron crosses on that.
Yeah, because
No.
like you said,
It didn't feel
historical
right. It
accuracy.
didn't feel the same. Yes. Like Finest Hour, Finest Hour, World at War, Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 2 the Big Red One. They all had swastikas.
Yeah, but the thing is, those weren't multiplayer. Those were all single player.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Keep it in the campaign.
Exactly. Keep it in the campaign. You can take it out of the multiplayer, like, but I'm fine if you keep it like on like the terrain.
Keep it in the campaign for the historical accuracy.
Yeah.
Now, Marksman doesn't want historical accuracy. I don't know why you wouldn't want that.
Well, here's the thing. He's not saying, like, oh, the swastikas, take them out. This is what happened in World War II, take that out. He's saying, in terms of the weaponry in multiplayer, you don't have to go historically accurate.
Yes. I understand that.
All of his points on the game, everything he wants is strictly for the multiplayer. He doesn't give any information on the campaign.
But yes, campaign, make it feel real. Make it feel like I've always kind of wanted a VR World War II game.
Oh, there is one.
There is?
Yeah, it's Medal of Honor for the Oculus.
Oh. See, I want a World War II game that's VR that you can play on each side. You can play on the US side.
There's a
the
multiplayer.
Italian side.
No.
No.
You mean story-wise?
Separate campaigns, like U.S. side, German side, Japanese side, Italian side, UK side.
So you want sort of an actual historical game, not just a shooty bang bang arcade.
Yes, I want a game like if you're on the French side, you have a campaign where you.
Side of the story?
You have a campaign where you play as maybe the French resistance. If you're on the German side, you play as maybe a German soldier on the French in the bunkers defending during D-Day. Or the US side, you play as the invasion force coming in on D-Day. Like, there's so many things you could do with something like that. Give so many hours of gameplay. Why hasn't anyone done that?
I think it's because, much like with how they handled swastikas in COD World War II, people are worried about offending people. But I will say I am very interested in that kind of idea. I would probably
on a
test
tangent of offending people. You know how you read To Kill a Mockingbird in high school?
Yeah, and they had like
They're
the N-word
stopping that because it's making people feel uncomfortable. It's supposed to make you feel uncomfortable.
Are you kidding me?
Listen, okay.
Look, everyone, real quick. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Look, I get that most of the time being politically correct is a pain in the ass, but for fuck's sakes.
It's same with the swastikas. They'd be supposed to make you feel uncomfortable. Because it's supposed to make you feel like this cannot happen again. We cannot let this happen again.
Yeah, can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
This is where I hate living in the world we live in today. It's fine to like if something's fucked up, then it's fucked up and get rid of it. But you have to look at the context of things. Like, for instance, in To Kill a Mockingbird. Yes, the N-word, the N-slur is thrown about a lot in that book. But it's being said by trash people.
And this was back in the day when the story took place.
The main use of that word is being said by the guy who's actually trying to get this innocent black man the electric chair. That's the context of that.
Yeah,
in that case,
it's supposed to show you that this word is not okay to say.
And
don't say it.
Yeah, and the actual context of the story itself is about a white lawyer taking on a black defendant in the 50s, which is unheard of.
Yeah.
Like, it's supposed
to be showing you both sides of the spectrum, pretty much.
Yeah, it's supposed to be one of those stories that is supposed to show, like, how mankind growing instead of just being, like, the single-minded.
Yeah, and that's how Vanguard should be. Like, keep the swastikas to have that maturing aspect. Yeah. Like, yes, this happened in the past. It was not okay. We need to learn about it so we can... Like, I hate when people say, why do we need to learn about history? It's in the past. So we don't... Mistakes are often repeated when you don't learn about them.
Yeah, like, think of it this way. If we stop talking about the Holocaust, if we stop talking about every fucked up thing that happened in World War II,
we're eventually going to forget and everything's going to restart.
It would then be forgotten to time, which leaves it open for someone else to repeat that same fuck shit.
Yes, and we don't want that.
No, and
so
it's sad to say, but it's even happening now in terms of comedies as well. Like, for instance, Blazing Saddles, possibly one of my favorite Mel Brooks movies. It has a warning in front of it saying that it depicts racism and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, I understand that, but the thing is, people shouldn't be offended by this movie. The reason why is because everyone who says the N-word, because it takes place in the Wild West and we follow a black main character, so you can see how this goes, but it's done in a comedic sense. Every racist piece of shit, everyone who throws the N-word out, and everyone who is racist is depicted as cartoonishly stupid as possible. I'm talking them singing Camptown races and eating beans and shitting themselves, kind of stupid.
Yeah, like it depicts like
it makes fun
how idiotic someone
it makes
who
fun
says that
of
really
single-minded racist morons. It makes fun of it, and it's hilarious.
Like, we're not saying racism is hilarious, because it's not. It's not something that should be tolerated.
No. We're saying that if you depict it in a certain way,
that people who do that are stupid because they're so close-minded.
Yeah, the context is that the only reason they're doing this is because they're fucking morons who can't fucking grow up. But but yeah, it's happening a lot, and even, oh god.
Yeah, and this is supposed to be the United States of America. I don't really feel united right now.
Okay, anyway, back to Vanguard. What I would hope
sorry about the tangent.
Sorry.
Yes, I didn't really want to, but, one thing leads to another. Anyway, I would like to see...
It's just how conversations goes.
Yes, and I hope that people don't turn off the podcast because we got into that tangent.
Because we're not saying ignorant shit. No, we're saying we're just saying stuff.
What I'm saying is I hope people understand where we're coming from.
I mean, we worded that pretty well enough for it to get through
some
to even
people
the
might
thickest
hear
heads.
the first part and then just stop, but I hope people understand keeping a swastika in the game is important, so you learn that it's not okay for it to happen again. Because when you take it out and replace it with something else, it makes it look like you're trying to avoid what happened and wrest people away from the fact that it happened. When a lot of people don't know about that. They find World War II and stuff like that boring, so they don't want to learn about it. They do, because of what happened. But anyway,
I think I know the perfect genre of game for the game you just pitched. A World War II simulator.
Yes.
To simulate each it can be like an indie developed game. It doesn't have to be AAA, but it can be like a game where there's 4 different there's different chapters from each different point of view from both the Allies and the Axis.
Yes.
I kind of see where you would get that from. Hell, you can in high schools, freaking considering everything's going internet these days, freaking have history teachers purchase the game on Steam and freaking have it download it to each of their laptops and kids, today we're learning about World War II. We're gonna see from each point of view so they understand what's going on here.
Yeah. Sure, it's probably not the most politically correct game. It's not going to be the most...
Well, I mean, back then it was...
It's going to make you grit your teeth from the things that you're going to see and hear, and that's how history is supposed to...
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
There's always bad sides to history, and that's why it's important to learn about it, because, again, we don't want history to repeat itself. But anyway, another thing I'd like to...
Hold on. We're talking about subjects. We want it... You want it to be in a certain way that would lead students to possibly getting up and taking a breather from what they're learning, kind of thing. I'm guessing.
Yeah. So if it happens, if they see something like that happening in the real world, they're like, "Hey, this is not okay. I need to help stop this." You know what I mean?
Basically, don't pussyfoot around history, pretty much.
Yeah, because it's not meant to be taken lightly.
Yeah,
but anyway.
Sorry about that. I did it again. My bad.
Yeah, another thing I'd like to see in Vanguard, maybe not what's the word? I would like to see like maybe like the Ardennes Forest or like another outtake on Normandy.
I mean, listen, we have had so many Normandy levels in these
No,
World War
but
II
you
games.
didn't let me finish.
Go ahead.
An outtake where it's okay, you go into Normandy,
Mhm.
but it takes you through everything that happened even after that, like going into Carentan, and like an Easy Company type thing.
Mm.
Like you're pretty much following the
Sort of like a Saving Private Ryan.
yeah, yeah.
For context for Jason, Saving Private Ryan is a movie that starts with Normandy and actually shows the soldiers' progression through after that point. So
Yeah, like I'd like to see
like I
the
heard the
like
story
in a
before.
game.
What was
I'd
it?
like to
D-Day.
see the like in a
Oh,
game. I'd
yeah.
like to in a game. I'd like to see the liberation of France captured.
that'd be interesting.
Or I don't know if that's really something people would want to see, but it'd be an interesting take. Like if you want to shed light on the Holocaust, you could show the liberation of the camps in '45.
Hell yeah.
When, yeah, or
Oh, they actually. You did play the campaign for COD World War II, right?
not all the way through.
Okay, at the very end,
No.
you get a segment where you actually cut off a train heading for a concentration camp, I believe, and
okay.
rescue your Jewish friends from your Jewish friend from the train.
Okay, well, okay. So, anyway, another thing I like to see, like actual foxholes you can go into.
Oh. Okay.
Or, maybe,
You know what's something
a,
you don't really see a whole lot that they did with I forgot which Medal of Honor, but freaking Pearl Harbor.
yeah, that was Rising Sun.
Yeah.
You know what I'd like? Or the Battle for Iwo Jima. You don't really see that.
That is also true.
Well, like, back with the Ardennes Forest, like the Battle of the Bulge, you don't really see that. Another thing I liked,
I would just
the
like
battle
to
for
hold on.
the battle for Carentan. That's another thing.
Yeah, I just like to point out that we who know this history are sitting there while Jason's sitting there just like, yeah, that, sure.
Oh, sorry. Admittedly, I am listening. Don't get me wrong. It's just like real quick. My mind caught on another game when he mentioned Medal of Honor. I'm like, crap. Because there's this game
Brother
I
in
was thinking
Arms?
about. I don't know if it was a Call of Duty, Medal of Honor, or Gears of War.
Is it Brother in Arms?
Hold on, let him explain the details of it.
Like, it's one of the ones like where one of the soldiers has to go undercover like to this airport and help the bad guys kill a lot of people.
That was Modern Warfare 2.
Okay.
And you have
Yeah,
the
that was no Russian.
Yeah, and even that got some shit when it was released. Like that mission alone.
'Cause that was one of the first COD games I played.
Yeah.
I don't know where it just your topic of that just reminded me of it.
Yeah, like that mission alone was enough to get that game banned from Russia.
Really?
Yeah, because it's a
Wow.
Russian man walking into an American airport gunning down people, dude. No, not an American airport, but a Russian airport gunning down civilians. They're like, that doesn't really paint us in the best light. We don't want your game here. For the sake of our
Wow.
government.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, another
I didn't know
tangent.
that.
My bad. But yeah, historically accurate,
guys.
historical areas brought about in Vanguard.
What I would like to see is maybe an airborne mission.
We might get that if the trailer has anything to go by, because there is a lot of
Okay.
scenes of a person in the cockpit of like a old World
No,
War
I
II
mean
fighter.
actually physically jumping from the plane.
We might actually get that too, because
Medal of Honor actually did that with a game called Medal of Honor Airborne. You actually played like an airborne soldier and
But like in the trailer for Vanguard, the cinematic trailer, there was this cinematic of a guy falling through the air, watching planes from the army that he's in just flying by on fire, getting shot down. Even one of his comrades is falling from the sky on fire and hits his parachute, lighting his parachute on fire and shit. Yeah, so Vanguard looks like it's going to be real dark, and I'm actually one for that.
Yeah.
Because World War II was a very dark fucking war.
Well, duh, it was World War II.
Like, you know what'd be interesting?
Hmm.
So, something the Germans did in World War II when they were on the retreat, when shit was getting ready to end, they would actually booby trap their chocolate boxes.
Chocolate boxes?
Yeah, like they would booby trap their chocolate rations.
They must booby trap the sweets. Just I could just see them like putting like.
I don't know if it was the physical chocolate rations or if it was booby traps made into to look like chocolate rations. You'd open it and
I just
blow open your.
Yeah, I just imagine like Looney Tunes, like boxes upon boxes filled with chocolate, with like a grenade with a freaking piece of thread nailed to the top of the box. So when like right when they lift it up, I don't know.
Okay, what do you want to see?
Freaking booby trapping the sweets. Oh god.
They were honestly that desperate because, like,
yeah.
Even the Battle of Berlin, I would love to see that. The Battle of Berlin, I would love to see that depicted.
So I forget, was it Japan that spit on America with Pearl Harbor first, or was it like Hitler coming in like, hey, let's team up and I'll help you with your American problem?
So first it was Pearl Harbor actually happened the day before my birthday, oddly enough.
Oh god.
Shit.
Yeah. So we were sending support to other countries, and Japan and all that didn't want that. So they thought, oh, we'll cripple their navy by attacking Pearl Harbor, because that's where a lot of our planes and boats and all that were stationed, and
so
they wanted to take that out to try and cripple our navy.
Do you think Hitler, in his final moments, looked back on the few years before when he made that deal with Japan? It's like, yep, you know what? Probably shouldn't have pissed off the Americans.
I believe Hitler actually declared war on the U.S. the next day on my birthday.
The next day. So you're born after Pearl Harbor, but on the day when Hitler declared war on America. Huh.
I believe it was either the 8th or the 10th. I don't remember. I have to look it up. Because I believe on the 8th, the Japanese did bomb the Philippines.
Hell of a day to be born.
Oh shit. Not that
I believe on the 8th, the Japanese continued their bombing run into the Philippines. Because I know there was like two other territories I believe they bombed along with Pearl Harbor. But, I think one of them was the Philippines. I'm not sure. I have to look into it. But,
but the reason
I don't remember.
Yeah, the only reason why I asked is because, like, nowadays, other countries like America's like, America. But I feel like back in World War II, them doing that was like poking a fucking bear. Like, we don't want to get involved. We don't want to get involved, but you're gonna make us involved, and you don't want us to get involved.
We did not want to get involved in World War I or II.
We were just provoked into it, and that was the biggest mistake they've ever fucking made.
Yeah, we were provoked into it twice. Anyway,
So anyway, you were asking what we wanted from Vanguard?
I was gonna say something else, so I'm trying to remember what it was. I can't remember now. Yeah. Like Call of Duty 2. The Big Red one.
Out of your mind.
They depicted like the Big Red one's journey through Africa, and like I enjoyed that. And I hope they do something like that with it. Like that's what I was trying to describe it, like the D-Day thing. Like depicting Easy Company's journey through, or Anyway, what would you like to see from Vanguard, Jason? You haven't really touched base on anything yet.
I don't even know.
Well, I haven't really seen the trailer yet, truth be told. I was kind
Well,
of watching it when you guys
neither
got
have
started.
I, but
I don't even
I
know.
kind of watched the beginning part of it, but that's about it.
Yeah, I don't even know if you did you even play the campaign for Cold War yet,
I have not.
Jason?
No.
Oh my God, am I the only one?
I've
I
stuck
need
to
to do that.
multiplayer.
Bro, that's
I
like
got stuck to zombies.
listen, like I know. Listen, I'm gonna. People are probably gonna say cap, but listen, Cold War, better campaign than Modern Warfare. I like I like the action movie aesthetic of it.
I haven't played it, but I feel like that is definitely the case.
Matter of fact, I just like the action movie aesthetic of all the Black Ops games. Like the Black Ops games are like the gritty cousin to the uptight freaking Modern Warfare franchise, and I love it. Like, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Modern Warfare 2 is my favorite Call of Duty, but if I had to pick a second favorite, it would definitely be one of the Black Ops games.
Like, okay, Nova, what do you want to see from Vanguard campaign-wise and...
First off, what they did with World War II was, for the nostalgia and, like, considering they went back to World War II, was like, oh, we're gonna add the healing system back. I don't want a healing system. I don't want a health bar. I want it to function more like the other Call of Duties, where it's just regenerative over a short period of time.
Yeah, I
would
agree.
prefer that.
I agree.
I agree with that.
Like,
that's the one thing I really hated about Modern Warfare.
Modern Warfare didn't have a health system, sir.
Yeah, it did. It was one of them that had it.
It was World War II. Oh, you know, I think you're thinking of Black Ops 4. That one had like healing stims and stuff like that. But your health.
No, it was Modern Warfare.
Which Modern Warfare? Because every Modern Warfare had regenerative health.
I could have sworn there was at least one Modern Warfare where you had to press like L1 or R1 to free.
That was Black Ops 4.
Huh?
That was Black Ops
4. Oh, whatever. Just drop it.
But yeah, Black Ops 4 was the only one that didn't have regenerative health. You actually had to stim yourself in order to heal.
Yeah,
that was dumb. Continue over.
Yeah, but one second. This for Jason. The stimming actually recharges in like 5 seconds, so it's not really that bad. But anyway.
Yeah, I know. I got killed in multiplayer a lot because of it.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, no like health bar systems, none of that. Except for like in multiplayer, because that's the one thing I do like about Cold War, seeing your enemy health while gunning them down. But anyway.
Oh yes, definitely.
So anyway, no healing system. Another is, well, okay, so I want the story to actually be good, please.
Yes.
Because
please.
World War II did not have the best story. It just didn't.
I only played like the first 3 missions, and yeah, it wasn't that great.
No, so I want like an actual strong story, but I also want the action to be fun. You know, I want I want the story to be good. I want the action to be well paced. I don't want any gimmicks. I don't want any dumb like gimmicks. I don't like. I already heard something
like asking your allies for like healing.
Like World War II. Ugh.
That was dumb.
You had like okay, so Jason, you didn't play the World War II campaign, but let me tell you something, bro. No regenerative health. We covered that, but you have to ask your comrades for med kits, for ammo, for grenades, for tactical equipment. You had to ask your platoon for everything. Your squad.
Well, for the zombie mode, I would have uninstalled that damn game.
Oh, God. Yeah, so none of that, please. And they're adding a mechanic, and this is either going to make or break the game for both me and for you when you hear about it. You know how in Modern Warfare they added wall mounting?
Yeah.
In Vanguard, there's talks of them adding a blind fire system. Meaning you're hugged up against the wall, holding your gun around the corner and firing blind.
No.
I
will not buy the game if they add that, plain and simple.
Same.
Yeah, like...
I will buy the game, maybe for the campaign.
At this point, I heard it as a rumor, pretty much, from FaZe Jev.
I don't care about anything FaZe says,
Guys,
honestly.
real quick.
Hold on. No, I think
quick.
hold on 1 second. I think you might actually find FaZe Jev to be a little more intelligent than other FaZe members, because he actually does believe that Modern Warfare and Warzone are just fucking terrible.
Okay, this man has my attention.
He piqued my interest.
Yeah, so anyway, Jason, you were saying?
Fuck!
See...
That's why I try to get my topic done, damn it!
I take your
How do
attention
you
away
forget
for
things so
5
easy?
seconds. For 5 seconds!
Okay, anything else further on Vanguard?
Yeah. I would.
Oh, wait. I remember.
Oh, okay.
War Chief, when the game comes out, wait to buy it, because either way, whether it's good or shitty, Kyle will get the fucking game and tell you the review.
Well, he's gonna get it on Christmas, probably much
Yeah.
like me.
I am, however, unlike you, War Chief, with Cold War, I'm gonna play the beta again. I'm gonna play the beta for this one too.
See, I don't normally play betas because they tend to tweak things that when you play betas, you're gonna expect that. And reasons I don't play betas. I took your advice on one beta. That was Predator Hunting Grounds, and then they fucking changed everything after that. The reason I don't play betas. The reason I don't play betas.
Well, to be fair, I never actually got a chance to play the Predator during the beta, so all I had to go off of was the mercenaries that you get to play as, and it is sad. Like, I thought, okay, I didn't get to play as Predator, but I bet it's just as good. No. How do you make a Predator game and make the gameplay of the mercenaries more fun than the actual Predator, the hunter from space?
Welcome to Gun Media.
Oh god. So
see, that's why PlayStation needs to fix the refund policy. Oh.
What's that? You downloaded the game, you can't refund it.
Oh, other thing is when you buy a game, you must want it. Yes, but games do things like that, and then you tend to not.
Like, okay.
Like with that game, everybody was hyped for it, and then they did that and killed their game, and everybody was just stuck with it.
The funny thing is, PlayStation did actually get sued in Australia for this practice.
Yes, I was aware of that.
That practice is actually seen as illegal in Australia.
Yes, it is. I was aware of that lawsuit.
So pretty much, Jason, if you buy a game and pretty much you are void of a refund as soon as you install it. That is their one rule.
Wow.
Not you playing it, if you physically install it. If you install it one time, then that voids your refund. You can't refund your game.
And you can only refund it up to 14 days after you buy it.
Well, the 14 days I understand, but installing it? Are you serious?
See, now, if I were to run PlayStation, here's how I would handle this. I would have recorded data of playtime in the game. If they have up to, let's say, 4 or 5 hours of gameplay, that would be eligible for a refund. But if they have like 10, 24 hours of gameplay, no. If you play that long, that game is yours. That game belongs to you now.
Unless it's a special case like with Predator Hunting Grounds. But 24 hours of playtime, that's a lot too, so you must really like that game.
Yeah. The last thing that I would want for Vanguard, I want the return of vehicle missions. I loved the vehicle missions in like freaking, oh god,
Call of Duty 3 and stuff like that.
Yeah, let's see. World at War had like a Sherman tank mission that I liked.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like, I was thinking about maybe like Battlefield 1 had a dogfight mission that I loved. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I would want from Vanguard. Jason, any expectations for you? Other than zombie settings.
Other than zombies, of course. I was just about to say that. Beat me to the punch again. This dude knows me too fucking well.
Well, I couldn't
Anyways.
even said other than zombies.
Only because getting information on you out of my head is like trying to dig a freaking botfly egg out of my arm.
Oh, shut up.
I feel like
Anyways,
that's a discussion for the other podcast, because now I'm curious.
Since I'm not really someone who plays the campaigns, I'm just, like, seriously hoping, you know, like, for an example, like, in the beginning of Cold War, or maybe not Cold War, but one of the COD games that I played, you know, when I first got it, like, the graphics had to be updated so many times in order to freaking look good. I'm just hoping, like, when it gets released, the graphics just look great, the audio sounds nice. That's all I'm really hoping for. I'm not really too picky about COD games, really.
That's fair. Now, me personally, I don't like.
Sisto wouldn't help.
This is also probably going to be capped, but I do not give a single fuck about freaking like 1080p freaking high tier real life graphics. As long as the game is playable, I just do not give a shit.
But we would give a shit if we're falling through the map.
Well, that's game stability. That's game stability. That
I would like to see like cosmetics. Like if you're a general, you get the stars on your helmet. Multiplayer.
Ooh. I like that idea. Like
you get like actual uniform with the rank on your uniform. Yeah.
Uniform customization. Yes. Like,
oh please.
Think of it sort of like, oh god, I can think of that sort of like the sticker system for the guns in Cold War, but for like your person. And they're not like stickers, they're like actual like, I like that.
This is me when it comes to
you know
customization.
What I like to see? Historically accurate operators. People like Patton, people like Eisenhower, people like I
mean, I don't know if they'd go that far.
They should. It would make it amazing.
I mean, if they treat them sort of like Reagan in Cold War and have it like they're a character that shows up in the main game, that I'm fine. But
historically accurate operators I would love, like Patton, Eisenhower.
Well, that's going to be different considering
General Montgomery.
Yeah, well, that's different than say adding like Rambo or John McClane in the Cold War, because because the people you're describing are actual people.
Yes, that's why I'd make it great.
Also, to elaborate on like non-historical accurate weapons in terms of the weaponry. Again, to go back to Cold War, look what we got in Cold War. We got a nail gun. We got bats. We got a cane. A freaking medieval mace.
Like in Vanguard, we could get like I don't know, like actual bayonets.
Heck yeah. Oh, like add the bayonet as sort of like a gunsmith attachment.
Yeah, you could stab the person. And then you could get like gold bayonet or something like that. We could get bouncing betties again.
Yeah. Again,
actual sticky mines.
Again, we technically have bouncing betties in Cold War, but you refuse
No, I mean
listen.
Legit bouncing betties, like the actual cylinder-shaped bouncing betties.
Oh, okay, so more like a oil can shaped sort of.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how they were actually manufactured.
Ooh,
and
that
the
could.
Germans
Oh,
came
okay.
up with them.
Okay. New idea for a.
The Germans the Germans created the bouncing betty.
New idea for a lethal. Shrapnel bombs.
That could work.
Yeah, so like like in the lethal slot with grenades, bouncing betties, as you've pointed out. Oh, like trip. Oh, no. Like trip mine shrapnel bombs. Like freaking
I
like
feel like
like
no.
when you put them down, there's like the little cord or stuff.
Yeah, that I feel like that would be more.
Broken.
Nah, you know what? Now that I think about it, that's technically a bouncing betty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Trip mine.
Now, what I would like to see is a Call of Duty game based strictly in Korea or Vietnam.
I mean, oh, strictly? Okay. Yeah, because we got traces of Vietnam in the first Black Ops, but it wasn't strictly.
Yeah, but strictly, like, we've never really got many strictly based Vietnam games. Like, we got Conflict Vietnam, we got Purple Haze. I never got to play Purple Haze, but Conflict Vietnam was just kind of shit.
I don't think COD's ever touched Korea. Probably because they're too scared to touch Korea.
No, because it's the Forgotten War.
Nah.
Well, it's
Not
considered
really.
the Forgotten War.
Yeah, it is, and frankly, that's kind of why I like the
Nobody's ever really touched Korea in a game.
yeah, but it being the Forgotten War, I mean that's kind of why I like the First Blood Rambo book a little more than the movie, because it gives the actual antagonist. So Jason, you want to know something interesting?
What?
The first Rambo movie. So this cop arrests Rambo because of, you know, how poorly Vietnam soldiers were treated when they got back home from Vietnam, and he's one of those guys who didn't want him in his town because he figured he'd cause trouble. In the book that the movie's based on, the actual reason why the officer arrests Rambo is because he feels like people coming back from Vietnam, like everyone's talking about Vietnam, everyone's talking about the soldiers of Vietnam, while he himself fought in the Korean War, and as you've heard from War Chief, that's considered the Forgotten War. He is mad at Rambo, holds a personal grudge against Rambo, because he feels like his service is being overshadowed by the service that Rambo served. I don't know, just small tidbit. Just wanted to throw that out there. No real reason why.
Nice.
Just said fuck it. I saw an opening and motherfucker, I took it.
Okay, so are you guys ready to call it, or is there more things you wanna say?
Hey, like, real quick, I just want you guys' personal opinion about one thing.
Yeah.
Like, because my top two favorite games of Call of Duty are Cold War and Black Ops 2. Which one would you consider is better? Because I can't decide.
Black Ops 2.
I mean, I'd probably have to say Black Ops 2, mainly because without the skill-based matchmaking that wasn't implemented until, I think it was Black Ops 3.
You actually had to be good at the game.
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
for instance, right now, it's much like Fortnite. Me and War Chief can't have fun in the game unless either you or another one of our friends of lower level is hosting the game. That was a
Hey guys,
painful ass hiccup. Jesus.
just like really quick, I gotta say one thing. And War Chief, don't worry, this ain't gonna happen for a while, but one of these days, we need to get Black Ops 2 on Steam.
I'd be down
I
to get Black
probably
Ops 2
won't do
again.
that.
Why is that?
Why not?
Playing a game like that
It's
on
good.
computer just doesn't seem like my
It's-
thing.
You
It's
know
good.
what? You know,
It has
I
full controller support.
it does?
Yes?
Well, I didn't see that.
Oh, okay.
I've checked Steam right now.
Well, damn. The thing is that Black Ops 2, I think runs for like $39.99 on Steam.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said not for a while, obviously.
I do plan on getting it eventually though. I'd probably save
Alright,
up for
are we wrapped up here, or?
that. I do.
First off, it's 60. First off, it's $60. It's still full price. Crazy.
I do have one thing to say.
But yeah, it has full controller support. I
Okay.
see it.
Okay, one thing to say. What is it?
Yeah, before shoving off, I do have one thing to say. who here knows who Victor Salva is?
Not me.
I
hardly know who anyone
sounds
is.
familiar.
Vic
Like you just discussed it, I think.
No. Victor Salva is, I mean, I think you would know considering I believe you just heard his name earlier today. Victor Salva is the director of Jeepers Creepers.
Oh yeah.
Victor Salva,
Yeah, I just brought that up like an hour ago and I already forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Victor Salva is also a registered sex offender and is currently serving, I believe currently serving, time in prison for child molestation. Now, I just want to say that I'm looking at a picture of this guy. His picture gives off a lot of red flags. Just saying. Like, he has like this weird, like, half haircut on the top of his head, this mustache. And, but I just want to bring this up because this is something that I firmly believe in. I refuse, 100% refuse, to not watch a movie, to ban a movie from my life because the creator of said movie is a human piece of shit. Like, for instance, with Jeepers Creepers. Jeepers Creepers is one of my favorite horror movies of all time. If you think that I'm going to take my copy and throw it away because the director is fucking horrible as a human being, I'd say no. Because I like the product, that doesn't mean I have to like the person that made the product.
Correct.
We all completely understand where you guys are coming from, but it doesn't mean we have to hate the movie for it.
Yeah.
No, because the actors who portrayed people are
Yeah. And besides,
innocent.
he's already serving his sentence right now anyway. He's serving his sentence right now.
How long is the sentence?
I'm not privy to that information. All I know is that he was sent in prison in like mid 2000s, I think.
Really? Mid
And
2000s?
I think is still serving his sentence to this day, I think. Not entirely sure. Might have been either mid 2000s or early 2010s. I'm not 100%.
We're not in
Okay.
2050 yet.
Salvo completed. Hold on.
And it wasn't so it was from he was arrested.
Okay, he was sentenced to 3 years in state prison,
Okay.
which he served 15 months and completed his parole in 1992.
Oh, okay. You know what? That makes sense because how the hell would have Jeepers Creepers 3 have been made? And yes, he was still involved with Jeepers Creepers 3.
Yes, he's still involved with 4. He's involved with 4 as well.
But yeah, like, he's registered. He has to legally say that he is to people. And, like, so the case of which he was convicted of was back in the 90s when he made a movie called Clown House, and he got a little too hands-on.
I've seen that movie.
He got a little too hands-on with the child star of that movie.
Yeah, one of the boys.
Yeah. The youngest
Yeah,
one,
I heard
too.
I heard about that. 14-year-old.
Yeah. He got arrested, served his time, and apparently made Jeepers Creepers. But yeah, I'm not one to
Clown House is a great movie.
Yeah. Another instance, Roland Emmerich. When he made the 1998 remake of Godzilla. Hard racist towards the heads of Toho. I don't know the specifics, but there was a lot of like tension between him and an executive of Toho that came down to supervise the production. And the funny thing is, on Twitter, there was this guy that says, "Oh, if you support this movie, you support racism." I'm like, no, because now whenever someone finds this movie, it's usually in a fucking thrift store, meaning none of that money goes to that asshole. Technically, the same could be said with Jeepers Creepers, unless you buy like a fresh, like Blu-ray.
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, I just wanted to vent about that for a bit because I'm sick of fucking hearing about it.
Okay. Are we ready to go off?
Yeah, so thank you all
Yep.
for joining us for the first episode of Slice of Life podcast, where we discuss video game, comic, and anime topics. If
We only
we
did
are,
one of the topics.
yeah, it could be one topic, it could be multiple of the three topics. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I know.
If you want to hear more personal stories, then join us at our other podcast show, Podcastination, every other week. I think no, every like once a month about, and we do a podcast like every 2 weeks. I'd say if you want to make it official.
I'd say every week for, I guess, the first month.
Yeah, we'll test out every week for the first month, every Sunday for the rest of this month, and see
And
where it
every
goes.
Wednesday for the other one.
Oh damn, really?
Yeah, we did the first one for the other one on Wednesday.
Okay, so what? 2 podcasts a week or 1 podcast a week?
2 of them.
Holy shit! Okay.
For the first month. We'll test that out, see how it goes, and if people like it, we'll keep doing it like that.
Yeah, we'll test that out. If we're able to keep up with it, then we'll keep the train going. If we feel like we need more time, we'll switch to system 2. How about that?
Yes.
All right.
All right, so thank you all for joining us, and we hope to see you guys next time.
Later.